What if I told you that the first 3 minutes after you wake up are literally programming your entire day, and most of us are accidentally setting ourselves up for struggle before we even brush our teeth? Stay with me, because what you do in those precious morning moments is either filling your cup or drilling holes in the bottom of it. And I'm about to show you exactly how to plug those leaks and start overflowing with the kind of self-love that changes everything. Good morning, beloved. Yes, you, the one who just grabbed your phone before your feet even hit the floor. The one who's already mentally running through your to-do list while you're still under the covers. The one who woke up and immediately started criticizing the face in the mirror or worrying about everything that could go wrong today. I see you, and I want you to know something important. The way you're starting your mornings isn't your fault, but it is your responsibility to change it. And here's the beautiful news. You absolutely can. Let me paint a picture that might feel a little too familiar. Your alarm goes off and your first thought is, ugh, already? You hit snooze twice because you're not ready to face the day. When you finally drag yourself out of bed, you avoid the mirror because you don't want to see tired eyes or bedhead or that body you've been at war with for who knows how long. You scroll through social media and immediately feel behind because everyone else seems to have their life together. You rush through your morning routine on autopilot, maybe skip breakfast or grab something that doesn't really nourish you, and you're out the door feeling depleted before your day has even begun. Sound about right? Here's what's actually happening, and why this matters so much more than you realize. Your subconscious mind is most receptive in those first moments after waking. Your brain waves are transitioning from theta to alpha, which means you're in this beautiful, suggestible state where whatever you feed yourself goes straight into your mental and emotional foundation. It's like your mind is wet cement in the morning, and you're either smoothing it out with love and intention or stomping around in it with worry and self-criticism, leaving messy footprints that harden throughout the day. If the first voice you hear is your inner critic, if the first energy you engage with is lack and stress, you're essentially telling your whole system that's what today is going to be about. And your faithful body and mind say, okay, got it, and they deliver exactly that experience. But here's where it gets really interesting. You know how we're always looking outside ourselves for validation, for love, for someone to tell us we're enough? We wake up and immediately check our phones to see who needs us, who messaged us, who noticed us, as if our worth is determined by external confirmation. We've been taught to look everywhere except the one place where unconditional love actually lives, which is right inside our own hearts. We're essentially walking past a treasure chest in our own home every single morning to go begging in the streets. And I say this with so much compassion because we all do it. We all forget that we have everything we need already built in. The core challenge you're facing isn't that you're not enough, or that you don't have enough time, or that life is too hard, although I know it feels that way sometimes. The real challenge is that you've abandoned yourself. You've stopped showing up for you. You've made everyone and everything else more important than your own inner well-being, and your soul is exhausted from being ignored by the one person who's supposed to love it most, you. Every morning that you skip over yourself, every day that starts without a moment of genuine self-acknowledgement and love, you're sending yourself a message that you don't matter. And sweet one, you cannot build a beautiful life on that foundation. It just doesn't work. Let me share something that might shift everything. There's a concept in psychology about priming, which means that exposure to one stimulus influences your response to another stimulus. Basically, what you think about first shapes how you interpret everything that follows. If you start your day with thoughts of love, abundance, gratitude, and worthiness, you're priming your brain to notice more of that throughout the day. You're literally training your attention to seek out evidence that you're loved, that life is good, that you're capable. But if you start with stress, lack, criticism, and worry, you're priming yourself to see danger, problems, deficiency, and failure everywhere you look. Your brain is just trying to help by confirming what you told it was true. So the question becomes, what are you priming yourself for each morning? Here's the practice that will transform your mornings and honestly, your entire life. It's simple but profound, and it requires nothing except your willingness and a few minutes of time. Before you do anything else, before you check your phone or rush to the bathroom or start your mental spiral about the day ahead, I want you to place your hand on your heart. Just rest it there. Feel the warmth of your own touch. Feel your heartbeat. And say these words out loud, or whisper them, or even just think them with intention. Good morning, beloved. I love you. Thank you for another day. That's it. That's the foundation. 3 sentences that acknowledge your own presence, your own worth, your own existence as something precious and valuable. Now I know what some of you are thinking. That feels awkward. That feels silly. I can't say I love myself because I don't really feel that way yet. And listen, I get it. We've been conditioned to think that self-love is selfish or conceited or something we have to earn. But here's the truth. You don't have to feel it for it to work. You're not affirming what's already true. You're declaring what you're choosing to create. You're planting seeds. And if it feels uncomfortable, that's actually perfect because it means you're growing, stretching, moving into new territory. Keep going anyway. Your resistance is just old programming trying to keep you small and safe. Thank it for trying to protect you, and do it anyway. After those first 3 sentences, while your hand is still on your heart, I want you to take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in slowly through your nose, feeling your belly expand. Hold it for a moment. Then exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing everything you don't need today, every worry, every doubt, every bit of tension. Just breathe it out. 3 times. This does something incredible for your nervous system. It signals to your body that you're safe, that this is not an emergency, that you can relax and be present. You're literally changing your physiology with your breath. You're moving from fight or flight into rest and digest, which is where healing happens, where creativity flows, where joy lives. Next, and this is where the real magic starts, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror. Yes, I know, the hair's a mess, and there might be pillow creases on your face, and you're probably not wearing makeup, and maybe you're in your rattiest pajamas. Perfect. Look at yourself exactly as you are in this unfiltered moment, and find something to appreciate. Maybe it's your eyes. Maybe it's your smile. Maybe it's just the fact that you showed up for yourself today in a way you haven't before. Say it out loud. I love my eyes. I appreciate my body for carrying me through life. I am grateful for this face that allows me to express myself. Find one thing, just one, and speak love to it. This practice alone will revolutionize your relationship with yourself over time. Then move into affirmations, and I'm going to give you some that you can use every single morning. Repeat these while looking at yourself, hand on heart, breathing slowly, letting each one sink in. I am worthy of love, just as I am. I am enough exactly as I am right now. I am deserving of a beautiful day. I am safe in this moment. I am held by the universe. I am capable of handling whatever comes my way. I am choosing peace over perfection today. I am worthy of my own kindness. I am proud of myself for showing up. I am creating a life I love. I am open to receiving good things. I am grateful for this new day and all its possibilities. I am loved, I am love, I am enough. Here's something else that will amplify this practice. Keep a small journal by your bed and every morning write down 3 things you're grateful for about yourself, not accomplishments or things you did. Qualities you have. I'm grateful for my resilience. I'm grateful for my sense of humor. I'm grateful for my caring heart. This practice trains your brain to actively look for what's good in you rather than constantly scanning for what's wrong. And honestly, most of us have been so focused on self-improvement and fixing our flaws that we've completely forgotten to celebrate what's already wonderful about us. This balances that out. Now let's talk about the resistance that's going to come up, because it will. Some mornings you're going to wake up and think, I don't have time for this, I need to get moving. Some mornings you'll feel stupid talking to yourself in the mirror. Some mornings the affirmations will feel like lies. That's all normal. That's your ego trying to maintain the status quo because change is scary even when it's good change. On those mornings, you just do it anyway. You don't have to feel motivated. You don't have to believe it completely. You just have to do it. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't wait until you feel like brushing your teeth. You just do it because you know it's important for your health. This is the same thing. It's emotional and spiritual hygiene, and it's just as important as physical hygiene. I also want to address the speed issue because I know you're thinking, this sounds lovely, but I barely have time to shower in the morning. Here's what I want you to understand. This practice takes 5 minutes, maybe 7 if you're really lingering in it. 5 minutes. You spend more time than that scrolling social media. You spend more time than that standing in front of your closet deciding what to wear. You have the time. What you might not have is the belief that you're worth spending that time on, and that's exactly why this practice is so crucial. You're literally proving to yourself through action that you matter, that you're a priority, that your inner well-being is important. Start setting your alarm 5 minutes earlier if you need to. Those 5 minutes will give you more energy, focus, and peace than an extra 5 minutes of sleep ever could. Here's what starts to happen when you make this a consistent practice. At first, it might feel mechanical, like you're just going through the motions. But somewhere around week 2 or 3, something shifts. You start to mean it. You start to feel it. You catch yourself smiling at your reflection. You notice that you're having more good days. You realize you're not as reactive to stress. People start commenting that you seem different, lighter, happier. You stop seeking external validation as desperately because you're giving it to yourself. Your relationships improve because you're no longer coming from a place of lack and neediness. Opportunities seem to appear out of nowhere, and it's not magic, although it can feel like it. It's alignment. You're aligning your inner world with the outer world you want to create, and the universe responds to that energy. Let me give you a specific example of how to structure your mornings starting tomorrow. Alarm goes off. Before you do anything else, hand on heart, say, "Good morning, beloved. I love you. Thank you for another day." 3 deep breaths. Get up, go to the bathroom, splash water on your face, and then stand in front of the mirror. Find one thing to appreciate about yourself and say it out loud. Then say your affirmations, 5 to 10 of them, with feeling. Write down 3 things you're grateful for about yourself in your journal. Then proceed with your normal morning routine, but notice how different you feel. Notice the shift in your energy. You've just given yourself the most powerful gift possible, which is your own loving attention and presence. And listen, some days you're going to forget. Some days you'll be running late, or dealing with a crisis, or just too tired. That's okay. There's no perfection requirement here. This isn't another thing to beat yourself up about if you don't do it perfectly. This is a practice, which means you practice it. You return to it. You begin again. Every single morning is a fresh start, a new opportunity, a clean slate. You don't have to get it right. You just have to keep showing up for yourself with love. Here's your specific call to action, and I really want you to do this because it will cement this practice for you. Tonight, before you go to bed, set your alarm 5 minutes earlier than usual. Put a sticky note on your bathroom mirror that says, "Good morning, beloved." Put your journal and a pen on your nightstand. Maybe put a crystal or a photo or something that represents self-love next to your bed as a visual reminder. Set yourself up for success. Then tomorrow morning, you do it. You give yourself those 5 minutes of pure self-love, and then come back here and leave a comment telling me how it felt. Tell me what came up for you. Tell me which affirmation resonated most. Let's create a community of people who are committed to starting their days with love instead of lack. And if this practice speaks to you, if something in your heart said, "Yes, I need this," then subscribe so we can continue this journey together, because self-love isn't a destination. It's not something you achieve and then you're done. It's a daily practice, a moment-by-moment choice, a continuous returning to the truth of who you are beneath all the conditioning and criticism and chaos. And I'm here to remind you of that truth as often as you need to hear it. You are so deeply loved. You are so completely worthy. You are so incredibly enough. And it all starts with how you greet yourself each morning. Will you rush past yourself, ignore yourself, criticize yourself? Or will you pause, place your hand on your heart, and speak words of love to the one person who's been with you through everything and will be with you until your very last breath? That person is you, beloved, and you deserve your own tenderness, your own kindness, your own devotion, starting tomorrow morning, starting right now, in this moment. Good morning, beloved. Welcome to your beautiful new day. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, love yourself fiercely. You're worth it.